it really becomes like, well, we've created a system where there can be people who can make choices that are not fundamentally good for anyone except for their own ego, and you get this as a result. But you have enough momentum to just keep going. It's good. Alright, I'm streaming this from now on.
Okay.
Fuck the cops.
Now we'll talk about
We
the
lost
secrets.
Platinum Slav.
Yep.
No, I mean, really, the product. These things are usually the product of broken incentives and broken systems. They're not like
Yeah.
people are idiots.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I always say is the
Maybe
problem
it
is the
a person
incentives.
Is an idiot and he created the system, but usually the people inside it are just acting with reasonable incentives.
Yeah, they go, oh, I can do the least work with the maximum benefit for myself by doing X. Where X is fuck everyone else, and they get rewarded anyways. It's like, okay, that's great.
So you have to be very careful to create a system that has the right incentives.
Almost no one does.
Did you ever read the SRE book? It came out a few months ago? A month ago? 2 months
I
ago?
read some of it, and then I haven't finished it, but it's on my desktop.
Did you read the intro part about how, like, what they were creating the role as?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was really interesting and just, like, very core to the idea of you can spend at most X percentage of your time doing, like, shitty work, and that's it.
Yeah,
You
well,
cannot
it's
hold the system together with your force of will.
it
You're not
is
allowed to.
honestly not just that, but it's also the promise. Like, it's a contract between you and your people that I will not make you do shitty work up to this amount of time. Like, that is not as much stated directly, but it is hyper important because it's like, well, I expect you to be able to not just be a schlepper.
Yep. And the other X percentage of your time, 100 minus that, you can spend fixing those things.
Yeah, you can basically make meaningful change, yeah. You
Yeah,
can
empower
make a
people to
difference.
fix their problems. It's like, you know, you
Well,
can
and
spend
people
30% of
say
your time
they
doing
do
shit
that all
work.
the time. They're like, oh, I'm going to empower you, and then they're like, but you have to do the same thing with the same deadlines and the same thing every way with no additional anything or support or authority. It's like, okay, well,
Yep.
no.
Like, you have to actually believe in your values on some level and say, like, yes, we actually do care about stability above literally
It
everything.
is rushing us. Be careful.
Well, and that just comes really down on some level to funding your values.
Yeah, funding and, like, not being able to have, like, some manager say, like, well, I know we say that stability matters, but I really want to get this feature out on Friday night.
Yep.
Like, people need to be able to tell them, no, you need to fuck off.
And also be like, what's your problem? Like, don't you know that this is the right way to do things? Like, are you trying to compromise stability? We have a problem. We need to talk
Are you
about
drinking
this.
at work? You shouldn't be day drinking. You need help.
Like, if you are drinking, let's go to the water
We're
park
gonna
and
need
not
help
be
you
at work.
relocated to the Chicago office.
Teleporter online.
Oh man, our summit's gonna be there this year. I wonder how that's gonna go. You think everybody there is just gonna be hammered? We'll find out. We'll find out. I told you about the fact they have like 3 bars and also a secret bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not normal.
I mean, it's people who like bars. I like bars.
Yeah, bars are right.
I mean, you don't need 4 bars, but, you know, 2 is fine.
Like they
He's
were
great.
baffled when they came to visit our office that there wasn't a bar like on our floor.
Who?
The people from Chicago.
They like drinking. That's
Like, they weren't
their...
surprised that there wasn't a bar at our office. They were surprised that there wasn't a bar on our floor.
Yeah, that's...
And they were
Was there-
shocked that there wasn't a bar.
Is
in
there a
our
bar in
office.
your office? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's like bars outside. Like you go a block away, there's a bar.
Most people don't have a bar in their building. Like, I have a refrigerator filled with booze, but not a bar.
Same.
They have liquor like on Thursdays and stuff, but there's not like a fully staffed like bar.
Right. It's just a place where you have drinks.
Yeah.
The social areas.
There's nowhere for
Yeah,
you to
the
go at
bathroom.
11 a.m. and have some draft beer.
I mean, listen, if there was that option, and there is a job I'm considering that has that option, you know, that might be interesting sometimes, but, you know, it can also be a lot of drinking. It's a lot.
I think the difference is that they're like mostly sales and a little engineering in that office. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
salespeople, like 10% engineering or something.
So they're just always bringing people to the bars, yeah. And drinking at the
Business
bars
point,
and being
buddy.
sales guys at the bars. Because, you know, that means sales guys always get to have drinks for some reason.
Because they're better than everyone else.
It's because they're dead and sad.
It's because they directly make money instead of just saving or not costing money.
Yeah, you can have to say, well, this guy, I paid him this much and he made me that much, so it's good. You can have some drinks.
Yeah. Which is fine.
I mean,
Sales
isn't
are
selling Google's
garbage.
products kind of like selling marijuana? Is where you just offer it and people just buy it?
Yeah, the AdSense people have a much better claim to that title.
Yeah. Like Dave Chappelle made that whole long joke, but there's like, you don't really like have to push drugs. You just go, do you want some? People are like, yeah, that's great.
Although it's kind of funny that some of them have like a chip on their shoulder.
For
It's
what
like-
reason?
We make all the money, guys. Don't hate us just because we make ads. We're cool too.
No, you're not cool.
And it's like, yeah, you know, you're less cool. It's like when people work on Content ID. It's like what you do is necessary, but it's not cool.
I mean, they're giving to Caesar what is Caesar's, but it's still, you know, horrible.
Well, they're rendering it.
Yeah, they're.
You can't.
Rendering.
You can't be all that proud about what you're doing. Sure,
You
you're
can.
proud.
Dude, there are people that are proud that they have a fucking gas station job. Like, someone in the world is in that position.
Yeah,
'cause it's
many
the best
people.
their family's ever done. Yeah. It's not
Can
like...
you be proud if you work on The Sims Social?
Yeah.
No, I mean, here's the thing: is you should be proud of the work you do, but not necessarily the job you have.
I mean, the
Like,
question
do a
is,
good job.
If you go to the people who make The Sims Social, do they play The Sims Social? If you go to the people who make, I don't know, Google, do they use Google? If you go to the people who make Gears of War,
I mean,
do
the
they play Gears of War?
people who, yeah, on some of those cases the answer is yes, and some no. What do you want from that?
I think it's fair to say that if you don't use your own product, you might not be proud of it.
You might not be, but you might also be like, I'm not a train conductor, and this is train conductor software, and I like
And,
it.
well, I should qualify that with, are in the target market.
Yeah,
The target
Yeah,
market for mobile
train
games is everyone in the world.
with a smartphone. Arsenic, if he was a mobile phone developer, would not play his games.
But I would argue that people who develop mobile games probably on a smartphone because the work provides it for them. That's their fair assertion.
Yeah. I'm saying he doesn't
Fair
even
assertion.
have one, and he doesn't want one.
Develop a
That's like,
game. Well, no, but like if you're a developer on a mobile game, you need to have a phone to develop the game.
Well, you could have one at work.
you have an
That's what I'm
emulator on
saying,
your
on the work
computer.
Like you can play the game.
Yeah.
Or losing.
But I just think that
Yeah,
you
we
don't
lost.
necessarily have to buy other mobile games to develop a mobile game. If you...
No, I'm saying your own game. Like if you don't play your own game, you
Yeah,
are
but
probably
they-
a bad developer.
Yeah, but that's... I mean, there's a difference also playing it for professional reasons. Like, for instance, I could tell you up and down everything my shit program does in the back end. I would never use it for my own purposes.
I mean, like, do you think the Overwatch developers play Overwatch?
Yeah. But it's
Do you
also
think
a
that's,
game.
Important?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about games right now. I
Yeah,
guess.
okay. If we constrain it just to games, then absolutely. But I would say if you want to be a great game developer, you also need to play other games and have examples.
Yes, but you need to at core enjoy your game.
Yeah.
Because if you don't enjoy your game, you can't make decisions about things.
Well, I don't know. I think you can make objective decisions without enjoying
Hello?
it.
But that's how you turn into making a free
What if
to
we play
monetized
video ball
game.
if this game sucks right now?
I like video ball.
I play video ball.
Who'll be our fourth man?
Oh, Arsenic is not here.
No. Maybe we can get a duck, Steve.
Let's see if Seth is here.